Welcome to all you geeks and degenerates out there, and today we're pretty much doing a review on Iron Blooded Orphans, but Season 2, since Enzo pretty much watched it all within 1 week. Yeah. So, just asking, just a really quick question. Like, what were your expectations going into the show after finishing the first season?
Well, you and Edwin pretty much hyped it up to like an insane degree, and I was hoping that I was like, please don't let them just overhype it stupidly into an insane level. But you know what? It's really goddamn good.
Right?
It is. It lives up to your hype.
I've been fucking telling you for 2 years.
This is just a video.
Oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Oh, it's not that interesting. It's about childish soldiers. What the fuck? Oh, but you finish Evangelion though.
This is not really a video. This is a video for Jomar to let out all his frustrations on me.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I swear to God, I've been telling this man to watch Iron Blooded Orphans ever since the first season. And he's like, I'll hold it off. I have so much shit to watch, and he keeps watching Saving Private Ryan for the 40th time.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Back to the review.
Yes.
But yeah, we pretty much leave off after after the first season, and it's been a year, was it? Or
Yeah.
a couple of months after the first episode.
Almost something like that.
I think it was a year.
Mhm.
Yeah, and pretty much Decadent is like a big ass thriving company now.
Yeah.
Mixed in with the mafia, but what big company isn't tied with something bad,
Well, yeah. Sure.
with something shady? But yeah, I gotta love the first fucking episode. Because like you see new characters, you have Hush, you have like these two new characters. I forgot their names. So.
Yeah.
Big guy and Pompadour guy. Who are friends with Hush. And I thought these guys were gonna be the new main characters when I first watched it. Like, is this gonna be about them? It's not gonna be about Mikazuki and Orga, but they're just gonna be at the background.
Right.
But like, dude, you see like Orga grow up. He has a suit now.
Yeah. I need that suit. I like that suit.
Right? The maroon and black inside,
Yeah.
and the maroon tie. That shit's sick. Dude, I swear, go cosplay as Orga. Chubby babyface Orga.
Sure, thanks.
I'll go as your Mikazuki since I'm shorter than you.
Are you? We haven't
I am.
we haven't seen each other in like 2 years, so I don't know anymore.
We've been friends for like over 10.
I mean, you know, maybe you exceeded me in height, but yes, let's go back to the video.
Okay. I'm flattered there.
Sure.
But like, yeah, the first episode goes off. It's very slow. Not very slow, but like it took its time. It's introducing newer characters. It's introducing older characters, and how they are now, and how's their life going. And you can see that Cordelia pretty much grew up. Atra is still working for Tekkadan. Orga grew up.
Yeah.
Mikazuki can't work his right side anymore.
Yeah. It's like
And his
that's
left eye doesn't work.
that's a problem.
That's a problem, but it still works though. It still works if he's inside the Gundam.
Mhm.
But yeah, they get attacked by pirates, and that first initial showing of the new Gundam Barbados, pretty much Halo jumping from space
Yeah.
to crush these pirates. I was like, I need to buy this kit. I need to buy this Gundam. And they still haven't released an MG version, which pisses me off.
They still haven't.
No. Like an HG version. If any of you build Gundams, you already know what that is. If any of you who are not familiar with model kits, MG is a really big version compared to an HG, which is kind of tiny.
Oh, so MG is like the big versions. You're gonna pull out your entire collection.
Yes, I am. I have these figures, and I will utilize them.
Sure.
So, this is an MG, quite big. And this is Gundam Exia.
Oh.
Had fun building him, and this is an HG, which is somewhat smaller compared to it. Well, this kit's kind of big, so compared to this one, but they still look. This one's significantly smaller compared to this one. and this one has more detail and like a skeleton. Anyway, sorry for the
Yes,
time.
I would like a kit of barbados. Sorry, barbados
Yeah.
lupus rex. My bad.
Barbados lupus. I don't like Barbados lupus rex that much.
Oh,
Uh,
well.
he's a little bit too big. Like when it comes to like arms and legs. I like the kind of proportionate version of Gundam Barbados lupus.
Okay.
But yeah, like I'm just pointing within this video, by the way, I'm just pointing out the parts that stood out to me. I'm not gonna go through every little plot or what happens to every character.
Yeah, otherwise
So,
will be
and this
here
is also a spoiler.
forever.
For for 4 hours.
Yeah, this is a spoiler. Like most of our videos, this is a spoiler discussion.
Yeah. And I got it. They still don't fucking fuck around with the action. Like,
No, they don't.
dude, like if you want a good animation, good fight scenes, you should watch this show. And these isn't like clean and cut kind of kills. These aren't just explosions out of nowhere. These are crushing heavy metal against heavy metal.
Yeah,
People dying.
for the poor people vomiting blood from
Like
heavy internal damage.
like the cockpit blows up.
Yeah,
Like little shrapnels goes into their bodies, and you could see it. And I'm like, oh my god. I love the. But then again, this. Fuck. Where were we? Oh yeah, going back to this story. Pretty much Tekena joins Galahorn, which
yeah,
weirds me out. But like they never did that in any Gundam. Like a faction joining another faction that was the rival of that faction.
yeah. For
They've done.
for a while, I was like,
Yeah, yeah. Go.
I was waiting for the hat to drop. Like, McGillis or Galahorn's gonna betray them at some point. And then McGillis doesn't.
Yeah, McGillis doesn't do it.
Yeah,
Because
surprisingly.
McGillis sees like, oh, they're exactly like me back in the day, and yeah, we do get a little bit of backstory on McGillis,
Yes.
but yeah, a little later on for that one. But yeah, and then so moving forward on to I think it was one of the first plots, first arcs of this season was the Tekadan Earth branch,
Mm-hmm.
where it had Takaki and Aston
Yes.
as like the main story, the drive force of this part
Yes.
of the story. And like, dude, how do you feel about Big Boss leading child soldiers?
Oh, how
Dude,
fitting.
looks like Big Boss.
He does. What's his name again?
Uh, shit, I forgot his name.
Comments, please. Scream at us.
Comments, please tell us what
Yeah,
Big
but
Boss's name is.
for a while, I was like, I don't trust this dude. I feel like there's something up with him.
Oh yeah, there it was.
Yeah. But I do like the chemistry between Aston and Tataki.
Oh yeah, I was like, they're totes
Yeah.
gonna live together,
Yeah.
be a family. I'm like, I want that. I want that. Let
Surely,
these boys be happy.
surely the show won't, destroy our
Take
hopes.
that away from us.
Yeah, exactly. No.
But I do love the character of Big Boss.
Yes.
Not from MGS, from.
We just can't think of his name right now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I just can't think of his name. Can you just look it up? No, I'm kidding. We're just moving forward.
Yeah, sure.
But
sure.
yeah, I love the character of this guy because you could tell he's been through more wars than these kids.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course, no shit. But like, you could tell this guy's been a mercenary for a very long time, and he knows how to play the war game.
Yes.
And I love this motive for this one was he wasn't trying to make the war last a little bit longer, not like a week or a month. He was trying to make it last years.
Forever.
Not really forever, but
Yeah.
like he's trying to make it last for so long to the point where Galahorn, or the faction of Galahorn, is humiliated knowing the fact that they can't keep up.
Yeah.
Like that was his sole purpose. I was like, this man is dedicated, and he is an asshole, but goddamn, he's a good villain. and we see a lot of good villains here in this season. Like holy shit, dude. Mari Okada was like the main writer of this. And just saying, if you know her work, people in the comments, y'all know that she did Anohana. And my god, that anime did not end so. I mean, it ended in a nice ending, but it was hella sad. She knows how to play with your emotions. This writer's really fucking good with playing with your emotions.
Is that another
And
anime you want me to watch sometime soon?
up to you.
Okay. Well,
I'll watch it with you if you want.
Sure. How lovely. Let's continue.
Yeah. So like, speaking of her taking characters away from you, there's a point where one of the big main characters gets killed off, which is Aston. Like they build up this character, and they build up like everything that he could lose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we could just see the death flags from there. Like I really thought Takaki was gonna die in this one.
Yes.
The blonde haired one. I was like, he has a sister, he has a house, and I could see Aston taking care of the sister after he dies.
Yeah, right? And then, no. They twist it around, it's like, it's Aston that dies. And
Yeah.
that was painful to watch. Poor Tataki.
It was. Yeah, he lost his boyfriend. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm calling it. They were somewhat of a couple.
Yeah,
I'm shipping them.
sure. But yeah, as Edwin pointed out last time, we did this, like, all the dads are, like, so hard to watch, like, god damn it.
Yeah, they are so fucking hard to watch.
Yeah.
And especially the last speech that Aston gave,
Mm-hmm.
when he was pretty much, I wish I hadn't met you guys, because if I were dying at this moment, I wouldn't be feeling this way.
Yeah. It's
And I
like,
was like, wait. No, you're a side character. Why?
why does this hurt me so much?
But I love it when, like, Tekadan, when they hear the news of, say, said close character, and this was, like, somewhat adopted brother of Space Guts. What's his name? Akihiro.
Akihiro.
Yeah. You could tell they were so pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell that, yep, yeah, we're going down to Earth. You better fucking run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sadly, Big Boss dies in this one too,
Yeah.
but in such a glorious way. Scissors, man, gigantic.
Gigantic fucking scissors. As if these robots weren't deadly enough.
But I will say though that Akihiro's Gundam has it has the worst fucking name.
What is it called
Because
again?
in the the Gundam's name is Gushon, Gundam Gushon.
Okay.
I was like, that's not bad. I like that name, Gushon. But then it's a newer model, so it's called Gundam Gushon Rebake Full Shitty. They're trying to say it's called Full City, Full City, but in the Japanese writing, it's spelled Full Shitty. I was like, this is the worst. But yeah, it's not the worst. Okay, it is a pretty bad. But yeah, there are plenty of fucking Gundams thing in this series. How many Gundams were there in the old one? There was Barbados.
Why are you asking me this? You know more about these details than I do.
Good point. There was Gundam Barbados Chimaris, and that was pretty much it. There was just these two Gundams out of the 72 Gundams that exist in this universe. But I don't know where they keep digging up these fucking Gundams. But like Shino gets a new one.
He does.
Shino gets pretty much like a new fucking Gundam called Flauros. And they also dig up another thing. And it worries everybody, and I love the plot that goes on with.
Yeah, I love that too. It's like, oh shit, what did we dig up?
What the fuck did we dig up? And you do know the story of like the Iron Blooded universe, right? Like these 72 Gundams pretty much destroyed the moon.
No, I didn't
This is
know
how
that.
powerful. You didn't know that?
No.
This is how powerful these 72 Gundams were, and this is why they were like hidden away and like tossed off or sold for scraps.
Oh.
That's why they're so rare. I don't know how they keep getting parts for it every time they go into battle though. But yeah, like speaking of new Gundams, there was also Gundam Vidar. which is, I guess, a wink to like Star Wars fans.
Sure.
Because I don't know any Solomon demon named Vidar. I'll look it up later. Vidar and Bale, pretty much. These are like the two new upcoming Gundams. One Bale's pretty much Galileos. Galileos, sorry.
Galios.
But what? No, not Galio. Makagilis' new Gundam.
Alright.
And of course, he gets a fucking Gundam. And, this master man, who is he? It's pretty much Galio.
Yeah, yeah, the moment he said, like, you left me to die, I was like, son of a bitch, it's Galio.
Yeah, it's Galio. And I love Galio's character here. Man.
Yeah.
I love this growth here. And especially Ayn. Ayn was technically there, but as a brain.
Yes.
Yeah. But, yeah, what were your thoughts on Gundam Vidar and Bale?
Who had Vidar again?
That was Galio's.
I like both. I like the design of both. And yes, I do like the wink to start. So I was like, wink, Vidar, do you get it?
But if you were to pilot one, like let's say I got one, and I'm challenging you to a fight, but you have to pick me.
I gotta go with Vidar, man. I mean, it's in my background.
Choice. I'm sorry, but I'm taking Astaroth if I'm trying to kick your ass. Read the manga.
That's added to the list of mangas that we're from Attack on Titan, My Hero to this one. It's like, why? Okay.
Hey, you could read comics a lot, so
yeah.
You could do the same with manga.
Sure.
But like we get to our pretty much second plot. The whole Galio and Makagiris thing is just like a setup to the next plot. To the next arc, which is Gundam Barbados versus Hashmel. Did I pronounce that right? Hashmel?
Hash brown?
It is. Oh, dude. That's an angel's name, you cunt. That's an angel's name.
Hash brown?
No. But no, Hashimel is the angel, the pretty much the AI anti-Gundam machine that they built to fight the 72 Gundams.
Yeah.
In the story.
That's the thing they were so afraid of. It's like, oh shit, and you see why. Like when Mikasa or Akira was about to pounce on it, and it's like error on your spinal.
You call him Mikasa?
Mikasa, shit.
You can call him Mika.
Mika. right. That's why.
Mikasa.
Shit. Oopsie. Yes, Mikasa makes an appearance, cameo here. What love.
I mean, she's kind of the same character, you know.
But yeah, Mika was about to pounce on him. It's like, oh no, my Gundam's fucking up, and like it's Akihiro was about to pounce on him. It's like his nose started bleeding everywhere. It's like, oh shit. It has plans for everything. It's like this. It's like robot Batman almost.
Yeah.
So it's a contingency plan. That God, I can't think of words today.
Yeah. It's pretty much like the zero system in Gundam Wing, where it like predicts every future that could happen, and it's just pretty much prepared for everyone.
Have I seen Gundam Wing?
Gundam Wing? I think you have, just like back in your childhood. I just watched it recently.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, mister. I've been in your childhood.
Okay. But I do love the build-up of this huge, unstoppable force.
Yes.
And they introduced, beam weapons did exist back in the day, but they became obsolete.
the poor town that just gets annihilated by the beam. It's like, oh shit.
I love how, what's his name? Ride?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how Ride was like, I'll save these town folks. Shield. Beam goes around him and blows up the rest of making the beam kind of worse.
Yeah.
Now it's spread it out. And killing like countless farmers and families. So, like,
Eesh.
But I love the build up to this, because you could tell that it wasn't just Mika versus this thing. No, it was Kekadan versus this thing. Kekadan / Galahorn versus this thing. and they were like prepping so much. They were planning out the route. It was kind of like Monster Hunter-esque. Like they had to pretty much stop this thing from getting to the populated areas, and I loved it. Like as much as they couldn't fucking beat it until because Gundam Barbados is pretty much charging up, and yeah, we get to that huge fight versus Barbados versus Sashmo, and
Oh my god.
that was just peak animation for me.
Mika's single-handedly destroying it. Of course.
Like yeah, I get it. Dekadan and Galahorn, yeah, you shot your shots, you hit it a bit.
Yeah.
Sheena using an illegal weapon to pretty much block its way. We'll talk about that later because that comes in later into the story.
Yes.
And like Mika single-handedly destroying this fucking thing, and pretty much telling Barbados, "Give me all what you got." I was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah, boy.
yeah." Him bleeding from everywhere, his hand twitching, and like him getting a little bit competitive now with this fucking AI.
Yes. And it's the fight that, leaves one half of his body paralyzed almost.
Yeah, he's pretty much cut in half now.
Yeah.
Not really legitimately cut in half, but like his other half is not usable anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he can't walk, he can't use his right arm.
That's the price you
And
gotta pay.
Hmm?
That's the price you gotta pay if you want to be the best Gundam pilot in this
That's
universe.
That's what I love about this Gundam series, is that usually everybody in the Gundam series has this like one move or has this like breaking point where they become the ace pilot. And they could use it as much as they want, and it'll happen throughout the series. A lot. But here, no, they use it sparingly. They make Mika go rage mode bit by bit. Because they know the cost. Because he will go... he will pretty much be just not really brain dead, but like, he's still conscious, but he just can't move his body waist down. And can't see.
Mika's just in God mode most of the time.
Mika's such a... Mika carries.
Yes.
Mika carries fucking Tekken. But, and it was kind of weird, like, just seeing how these powerful characters, these characters who are supposed to be, like, on par with Mika, standing in awe. It's like, we're up against that kid?
Right? Like, fuck.
And I love how he just takes one of the guys' like weapon. He's like, this is way better than this puny ass fucking sword, and just decks the fucking AI Gundam killer thing. But yeah, moving on from that amazing art, we get to the fall of turbines.
God damn, that hurts.
I know. It fucking does, man. Like, fuck, what was the name of the main,
The guy? Naze.
Yeah, was it? Naze. Yeah. Pretty much, he's pretty much like the mentor of Orga and Dekadan. Pretty much bringing on the ropes, like. And throughout the series, they pretty much showed us that there was like a traitor within the midst of Kwas.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated this fucker so much. I really did. I was like, this cunt thinks he knows. This fucker knows. Thinks he knows better. Like, even the head honcho of K1 was like, this guy's fucking annoying.
You mean the guy who didn't, show respect at Nade's ultimate...
At the table?
At the table?
At all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He looks down on Tekadan.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like the hardest part, is that you watched this recently? Why was there a battle between him and Naze?
They were set up to have like an illegal weapon or something.
Oh yeah, it's because Tekadan used an illegal weapon.
Yeah.
And I was
And he's like, Orga, you have to stay out of our way. It's gonna compromise your partnership with the main Teos guy.
it was like Naze keeps like looking out for Orga. Like this is the little brother. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna get the bad hand of this deal. Stay out of it so you don't get involved. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn. Because usually characters like those who get like fucked over would usually like, hey, he was on it with me. But no, he looked out for him till the end, and I love that. And yeah, we get the two head honchos of turbines die
Die.
within this plot.
What
Yeah.
a sad and yet glorious end to both of them. And again, you see how devastated everyone is. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just sadness. Especially, Orga. Poor guy. Lost his...
Yeah,
Lost
and
the
he
one
died in
person.
the most horrible way.
Yeah.
Because
In a vacuum of space.
Because like, just because Tegadan used an illegal weapon to kill this fucking thing that can't fucking die, it pretty much gave everybody else like, hey, we could use that. Let's bring that back. It was the Dane sleep weapon. It's pretty much like a big rod that's that just shot out of this cannon, and it's so devastating. Like it doesn't have any gunpowder or any explosive capabilities. It's just a huge rod that goes into a ship and just destroys it completely.
I'm sure. It's like, a space arrow. Bow and arrow that type of deal.
Yeah, they kind of had the same plot with like in Call of Duty Ghost.
I don't think I've ever played Ghost.
They had like this satellite that instead of using like nuclear weapons or anything like that, they just send this rod, like very hard rod. No innuendos there. But yeah, this long piece of metal, they shoot it from orbit down to Earth, and it pretty much acts like a nuke.
Oh.
So yeah, they kind of, I say they got that idea from maybe Call of Duty Ghost.
Who knows? But I just remember Ghost being famous for having a dog. That's all I remember. But yeah, not after, soon after. Yeah, like it's great and at the same time painful to be like, we don't even have time to grieve that much for Nace, and then right after that, laughter dies too.
Because like when waifus die, that's when you hurt them.
And her death is like I'm a fucking mob hit almost.
Yeah, it was a mob hit.
Yeah,
because it was from the mob. Wait, no, it's not. It's not. It was from Galahoy. It was from Eok.
Yeah, but like I like how it was. Don't like her dying, but like I like how it's just like, who's out the window? Pop, 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 pop. It's like,
right,
fuck.
This dude with like with this with this like mafia getup.
Yeah.
Just like pap pap pap. Like,
yeah. And there's like
again,
and there's someone who gets Godfather towards the end, but we'll get to that later.
yeah, but like nobody like gets out.
Yeah.
Like nobody has a happy ending in this one. It is so sad.
It is.
And what's even worse is that laughter. It's pronounced laughter. It's not pronounced laughter.
Oh, sorry, I'm not experienced.
Oh no. It's cool. I wasn't trying to say that you said it wrong.
Alright.
Because I've been saying laughter for a long time. But yeah, before Laughter's death, she actually asked Naza if like, hey, I would like to ask for your permission because I like this boy, and I want to be with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, ah!
It's like,
and she was gonna buy him a gift.
Yeah,
and
it was
like pretty much confess her feelings. I was like,
the fucking setup's like, oh yeah, the teddy bear does look like him, and then bang, bang, bang. It's like, what the fuck just happened? Excuse me?
and, yeah, just again.
I was like, maybe
Mario,
maybe she's just wounded, and then you see where the bullets land. It's like, nope, she's dead.
and then you hear the girl with the white hair.
Yeah.
Her name escapes me. She just screams. I was like, I've seen too many deaths in the series. I know she's not coming back.
But I do like how they get revenge for them.
Oh hell yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. We segue to that arc where it was pretty much this traitor
Yeah.
from Tewas. Again, his name escapes me. Versus Tekadan, and again, once you get that call from Orga, if you're in Mika's shoes, and you get that call, where it's like, just crush them.
Kill them.
I'm like, just kill them.
Yeah. And the guy's like, wait! No!
Wait!
Oh man, that's
I love how you tried to bribe them
Yeah.
after insulting them.
Yeah.
You're like, you're just a bunch of kids. You don't understand the adult world.
And then
You're all
bang!
stupid.
It's like,
And then
fuck.
they just see the Gundam. I was like, wait, we got money if you want money.
yeah.
I was like, who are you trying to bargain with? You're bargaining with a child soldier and a psychopath. And that psychopath has a giant robot in front of you. And yeah, I love how they take care of things. It's always by brute force. It's never strategic unless Galahorn's in the mix.
Mhm.
Like if it's Galahorn's in the mix, it's a little bit they attack the opponent a little bit smarter. But when it's up to them, it's more like just head forward, just go straight through the end.
I like how Mika looks like someone who's always dead and in the inside, but he's somewhat full of life.
Yeah, like when it matters.
Yeah.
Like Mika is lively when it matters.
It's kind of like the opposite of Aaron, who was someone that was full of life and now was just dead inside.
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. We'll save that for our Attack on Titan review.
Hell yeah! When it ends, we'll do one.
Yeah. And then, fuck, I lost my train of thought, but like, I will point out though, how can this boy be sad? Man has two beautiful wives. Two women who love them. I'm like, this down. This fucking down.
What a hound.
Because you never had that in any Gundam series.
Yeah.
A main character having two partners. I mean, you could have a harem, but he always ends up with one girl.
Yeah.
But this one not. You're like, nah, we're both married.
You wanna transition to the end game?
Oh no, because there's one fight I want to talk about, and it is my favorite fight of this series, and it is Gundam Kimari's Vidar versus Vale, and it was just emotional for me. Like Galio, I was about to say Galileo. Galio pretty much questioning Gillis the entire fight.
Mm-hmm.
And like for Galio to like make him see him as who he really is this entire fight, and the pretty much ballet of Gundams fighting each other was just so fucking beautiful.
It was. It's like it's essentially him and the two best friends growing up, and suddenly one's like, how could I? You left me to die, motherfucker.
Yeah, like we've been through so much. How could you not think? Oh,
and then you took my sister as your wife. That relationship is the creepiest shit I've ever seen. Like, God damn it.
Maki! Oh no!
Oh God. So one thing in this Gundam thing I was like, I don't like. It's like, God, this is just so wrong in so many ways.
This is the first. But it is an arranged marriage. And I'm pretty sure...
That doesn't make it right! Either way.
I know, it's not right. I know. But I mean, I'm pretty sure in this real world, that shit happens.
Oh, yeah.
That shit happens.
In this world, in the world we live in, yes, of course. But, we all acknowledge that it's not right, even though the countries...
Yeah,
I was anything.
Right. Dude, what do you mean? You're completely in the right. Yeah, it's a fucked up thing to have.
Yeah, it is.
For a 9-year-old girl to marry this 20-something-year-old man.
Yeah.
Who's gonna run a country?
What we're trying to say is arranged marriages are bad.
Yeah,
Let's
get it. Money, but like, don't.
Yeah, don't do it. Come on, we're better than that. We're more civilized. I would like to think so.
I would like to think so.
Yeah,
Again,
I like to think
to
humanity is more evolved. But let's back to the fight.
Shut up, I'm already. Shut Shut up about arranged marriages. We get it.
Like the fight, yes, the fight is very pretty.
Chocolate man should not have lolly. Okay, we get it.
God. Oh, God. And it's in the intro, too, is him proposing to her. It's like, God, what?
Damn it, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see where Galio's like rage is coming.
Yes.
And I love that he takes off the mask, pretty much showing him to Makagila that, hey, I'm alive, bitch.
Yeah.
And I swear, the fight was beautiful but brutal at the same time.
Yeah.
And first time ever seeing a Gundam headbutt another Gundam with a shield, I'm like, that's just badass.
I mean, sure, why wouldn't you do that? I mean, if you're fighting with everything you've got, why wouldn't you utilize everything you have?
Yeah. But I kind of get, I love that. Like, the drill comes out of Kimars Vidar's like leg, and then it didn't hit, so he just broke it off and tried to stab him with like a knife. I was like, that shit's sick. I think he took a buck out of Barbados' fighting style.
Remember,
he's like connected to Iron as well. Two guys that Macagilla's fucked over.
You remember in the Assassin's Creed when Ezio would just, his hidden blade would be like, or was it Connor or Edward, when their hidden blades would be like separate knives themselves? That's what it reminded me of. I was like, oh, I remember those.
Yeah, it doesn't feel the same though, because it's them breaking off, like, say, a sword piece and then using it as a weapon. I find that more badass.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like, and then this is where pretty much Macagillis dies.
Yeah!
Dies from bloodlust or gets shot, I forgot.
He just dies from, bloodlust. I mean, they both crash into
No. Macagillis points a gun at Galio, and Galio just pretty much outshoots him.
Yeah.
And I love the character growth of Galio in this arc.
Yeah.
For him to finally have his closure from his best friend, who pretty much betrayed him in the first season.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice end. If like,
it will.
But that's the thing about the show too. Is like, it kind of tries to tease you, like, oh, we're gonna give you what you want, like with Shino pointing that mega weapon at, forgot the guy's name, but racial ghoul looking guy, and like you're like, Rustle. I'm like, he's gonna hit him, right? They're not gonna be like, no, he misses.
Oh yeah,
but Shino fucking misses. It's like, why? You had one shot and you wasted it.
Well, what'd you expect? He had to wrap his hand around the
I expected happiness.
I expected happiness. The majority of this anime is like, I want to be happy. And you gotta hate the build up to it. I swear to God, Mario Okada, she has amazing build up to hurt you.
Yeah. I like how he misses as the credits roll. So you're like, what the fuck? He fucking missed!
Dude. You missed! How could you miss? He was right there! But I don't know, it was kind of beautiful at the same time though. Like the end credits is so, it has that sad tone.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't you dare fucking do this to me right now. I'm not ready.
I have a question for you. Since you're more experienced with Gundam, what do you think of Rustle as a villain? Where does he stand for you?
For me, he's one of the best villains. Because he wasn't cut and paste, bad guy of the series. Dude had ideologies and had reason why he's doing these things. One, Macagillis is out of hand.
Yes.
That's why he's there. And two, Tekkadan's getting out of hand as well, and they need order.
Yeah.
Because again, these are kids who made a little mercenary group company, then became terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I kind of get why they're after them and why they want to stop them. And like, Rustle is not. It's not a bad guy. He still has the same ideologies.
He's a great strategist. He's a great strategist too. As you can see, he
He's a great
commands
strategist.
the battlefield. He knows when he's winning. He knows what strategies to
Yeah,
deploy almost.
yeah, and like once push comes to shove, he knows what to use, and yeah, the dude has the resources for it.
Yeah. Though every time I saw him, I was like,
Like-
this fucker's racial ghoul.
Dude acts like Rachel Gould.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
even
smart
has
as fuck.
the...
But he's not much of a combatant though.
Yeah.
He's not much of a combatant. Oh, who knows? Maybe he was in a couple of wars.
Who
That's
knows?
how he got to that.
I mean, it's not like he has a sword and he's like, hello, detective.
I will like to point out, like back at Sheena's death, the build-up for it, Yamagi pretty much confessing, but Sheena already saw it. Like, yeah, Yamagi has a crush on him, and Sheena doesn't have a problem with it. And like, he fully accepted Yamagi as who Yamagi was.
Yeah.
And
What a progressive person.
yeah,
Yeah. This kind
and
of...
everybody
It's
in
pretty
Tekkadan,
progressive.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that death really killed me. Like he got like after shooting and just missing, and it's not because of him.
Yeah.
It's because of the blonde-haired girl with the right hand person, the right hand man of Rostov,
Julieta.
Julieta. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, her name escaped me. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, she pretty much made him miss, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Julieta is still a good character though.
Yeah, she is. And
Yeah.
then this forces Tekkadan to go back to Mars, like, you know, a wounded dog going, ow, ow, ow. It's like, we have to retreat. We can't win this fucking battle.
We can't win this fucking fight. And you just see Shino pretty much go out in the blaze of glory, which I think he would have loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay.
But this sets,
But yeah, we
sets up
get-
a desperate, you know, attempt to, like, we needed fucking help. Help us, please. And Orga has to get help. Does he find help, though,
Oh
Jomar?
yeah.
I mean, he does kind of find help. He does find a way.
Yeah. It's just a little bit too late. That was the only thing. Like he finally breaks off with Teiwaz.
Yeah.
Because again, they did a lot of no things
Mm-hmm.
that you should never do, and it's pretty much puts the dirt in the name of Teiwaz.
Mm-hmm.
So this was his final request to the boss that, hey, I will resign my place from Teiwaz if you do this one favor for me, please. Everybody will die if you don't. And of course, the big boss has a soft side for Tekkadan. But after, as happy as they could be, like they finally have backup. They have a backup plan
Mm-hmm.
as they escape, as they're going through the tunnels. Orga gets.
Well, as they're exiting through the building, it's like, I think things are going to turn around for once. And then Orga,
Oh, I was like,
Orga gets
get into
godfathered.
the car. Get into the car.
Like when he was getting hit by the bullets, I'm like, he's wearing something under that, right? Is he?
He should have.
He should
have.
Yeah.
I think if anybody who is under the radar should be wearing bulletproof vest.
I was like, he's fine, right? It's bulletproof. And then you see the, you know, the pool of blood. Like, fuck! We have 2 more episodes left. What now?
And you could see Mika, like it cuts to Mika, and he's like, something's off.
Yeah.
Like you could tell that like a big part of his life is just gone. And I was like,
Yeah.
again, they don't stop taking these people away.
Like he kept walking to him. Like in my mind, I was like, maybe he can survive this for a bit.
And he was trying to protect Ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ride was supposed to be the one who got shot.
Yeah.
But nah,
That's Orga.
and he's one of my favorite characters there.
Me too. See how he grew. Well, it took me 2 weeks to finally complete the series. So seeing him grow from last week to this week, you're like, I really like this guy. I hope he survives to the end. Fuck.
But yeah, and this that pretty much like starts up the last arc of this season, and
The last stand almost.
it is the last stand of Tekka.
Yeah.
and the faction of Rusto pretty much closing in on them,
Yeah.
ready to exterminate this small terrorist group. And I gotta say, I kind of agree. Yeah, they were kind of Terry,
Um,
Terry to a certain degree. And,
I like how Mika, towards the end of the second episode, I think it was like, uh, just keep going till you die and just follow Orga's orders till the end. It's like, yeah, good on you, Mika.
but what happens when Orca doesn't reach the end?
That's a good
What do
question.
you do?
You just act like how you think he would have you to act like, I guess.
Yeah, but I also love the before that. Mika gets lucky. Mika gets lucky in a Gundam. Who can say that?
Oh my.
Yeah. Oh, really? Whew. Good for him.
Sure. Poor Hush. What way to go.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, so they make their last stand and they get as much people as possible. And
Yeah.
Hush pilots the mobile suit that was meant for Orga.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh no, it wasn't meant for Orga. That was Eugene used that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Yes.
Eugene.
They kind of look similar, to be honest.
Yeah. And Hush had Lafta's mobile suit.
Yeah. Every time you say Hush too, I'm like, the Batman villain?
Same here. I'm like, Batman villain?
But yes, my god, poor Hush. He someone kept trying to keep going even though he had an axe beside.
I felt, dude. You know what's weird is that usually when they write a character like this man will exceed expectations. He will go beyond the person he's looking up to because this is like Mika's underling. This is like Mika Mark II,
Mhm.
supposed to be Mark II, and he doesn't have the thingy on his back, the Arias Shasky's thingy. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Neither do I.
I pretty much butchered it. But yeah, he has that. He doesn't have that. So he's not as good as Mika, and it shows the entire series that he'll never reach Mika. He'll never be at the same point or past Mika, and I love that kind of story. Sure, it's kind of heartbreaking, but
Yeah.
it's kind of grounded,
Yeah.
I would say. And it sure happens here that he tried to push to the max and dies before he could reach that point. He wasn't even close to reaching Mika.
He got a gigantic axe in his gun. Like, oh, poor guy.
Yeah, and you could see Mika's sympathy. Like, I was supposed to take care of this guy,
Yeah.
and he couldn't. And yeah, it hurts them. And they finally do the big ass retreat.
Yeah. I like how the last episode, the opening theme is just them fighting to the last man almost.
Yeah, with Kanaboon's like opening, I was like, yes.
Yeah, boy.
And I was like, yeah. And then by the middle of the episode, they pretty much had to retreat because they finally found the tunnel leading into the big city.
Yeah.
And so that's where the whatever that's left of Tekadan can escape.
Yeah. So basically,
can't
it's basically, Akihiro and Mika left to take
Yeah,
down as
because-
much as they can.
Yeah, and just saying the higher the stakes now because they can't refill ammo, they can't refill fuel. Everybody who was in their support team had to go.
Yeah.
Nobody else was there. And then, yeah, and I love how they were just surrounded, and Mika and Akihiro was like, "Yeah, we're enough."
Yeah.
And what sucks is like, sure, they were kicking ass until Rostol like was like, joke lang, Dane sleep. he bombards them with like an airstrike, like in Call of Duty. I was
Yeah.
like, not cool, man, not cool. And this wasn't just one. And I'm just saying, one is enough to fuck up a land, like an entire area.
Landscape, yeah.
This fucking shot like how many?
A lot.
And there were still troops in there. And,
I do like that Akihiro kills that one annoying commander.
Eok.
Yeah.
Dude, the entire I would like to point out this entire series we've had this one guy who he kept trying to prove himself,
Yeah.
and every time he does, it's always
He's a
for
fuck.
the worst.
He's a
Like,
fuck up.
he's a fuck up. He's a legit fuck up.
Yeah.
He's just in a rich family, like, but he's just a fuck up.
Yeah.
Like back to the hash mill arc. They finally steered that thing away, and then he shot at it, and it went back to the populated area.
Good
So
job.
I was like, just hit it. And Julieta's supposed to take care of it.
Yeah. Well.
And I love it though. Like once the smoke cleared, you just see a green light,
Mm-hmm.
and like, oh shit, they ain't dead yet. They got like shrapnel all over them though.
It's like that meme from Battlefront 2. It's like, it's clear. It's not clear. It's not clear.
Cleared. And Akira didn't have much of a fighting chance anymore because for him, his mobile suit was way more damage compared to Mika's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he kind of goes
like,
out like, you know, that one guy in 300 that gets like multiple spears in him. And
spears on his back.
Yeah.
I was like, my man.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. I was like, don't let them die like a bitch. Please.
Yeah.
Let them die like heroes or like as they would like to be. Go out with a bang, and like.
And then Mika kept spamming tail whip for the last
Tail whip.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that weapon. I love it that they incorporated the hash mill tail
Yeah.
into the Barbados Lupus Rex,
Yes.
the final form, and yeah, dude. You see Akihiro, you just hear Eox say something. I forgot what he said. He said something that pretty much revealed that he's the one behind Laughter's death.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one behind supporting the traitor from Tewaz. And you just see Akihiro say, "Oh, it was you."
You motherfucker.
Nobody else mattered but this one man. And it's like, oh my god! It's just closing the thing. And I love seeing Eon just like, I don't like seeing these deaths, but this one I love.
Yeah. It's like, die, you
He's like,
motherfucker.
You just see this man get crushed.
Yeah. And then you, from a far distance, you see how many Gundam speared for Akira. I was like, oh no, he's gone.
Yeah, they yeah, you just see Akira just like, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye.
So what do you think
Like,
of
for sure.
Mika's last fight with Julieta?
Oh, bruh, I don't think that counts as a fight.
He tries.
Dude, no, I'm saying that Julieta had the lucky stick. Like, she was lucky that Mika didn't go all out on her.
Yeah.
Like, the man took down how many mobile suits before he got to Julieta? Before Julia got to him?
Yeah.
In a damaged state. And he was bleeding out.
Yeah. Fucking when she shots out his chest piece and you see him, I was like, he can still survive that, right? He's still alive. And she's like, he's unconscious. I was like, please don't do this to me.
Dude, before that even happens, you gotta love how they're like, Commander Julieta, we're coming. And then and Julieta was like, wait, don't. They're already cut in half.
She's like, well, I fucking told you.
I love Gundam Barbados so much because it's not a machine. It's too primal to be a machine. Like this thing's an animal.
Yeah.
It is a demon. And you gotta love how he didn't even have weapons anymore. He just had his hands.
Yeah.
And he was holding cockpits in his hands and crushing them.
So get these hands, bitch.
And then he pretty much pulled a Predator.
Yeah.
He had like the head and the spinal cord of the mobile suit.
I saw like, oh shit.
Yeah, but sadly once he got to Julieta, he's pretty much bleeding out.
Yeah.
And the Ayashka system, I don't know what Ayashki system wasn't helping because it pretty much made him bleed out even more.
Yes.
But you could tell, like, both of his eyes are bloodshot. He's crying out blood, and
Bleeding out from
for sure
every orifice in his body. It's like, how many pints can you bleed out before there's nothing left? I didn't find out the answer.
Well, I love seeing Barbados sleep as Cove Rage, man.
Yeah.
That is just like the highlight of the last episode. And then Julieta just seeing him, like, oh, I don't need to fight him anymore because he's already gone.
Yeah.
Like, even if he did make it out of that, Mika wouldn't be even, like,
Alive.
be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to talk, he wouldn't be able to function properly, he wouldn't be able to hold his loved ones anymore. And
Yeah.
shit like that. So I was like, this is fitting.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with this.
Sure.
No, man, I cried, man. I cried.
Oh,
I
me
was
too. I was so worried about the answers. Like, I'm kind of a mess. I don't want to show up and be like.
Dude, it was what's even worse is that they kind of hinted like they even say, "Oh, he's already dead."
Mm-hmm.
No, they just said, "Oh, he's unconscious." So I was like, "Oh, he can make it. He'll just be in a wheelchair."
And then, bang! It's like, oh, there goes his head. Or Barbara.
Oh no, the Gundam's fine. The Gundam can like be destroyed. It's fine. That could be the remnants of Tekkadan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it. But they just had to tease us where at the end, it's been a couple of years later, I think 7 years later. I think. Yeah.
You know, I was
later.
so worried that McGillis' wife would be like, I had this child. I'm like, that would be so fucked up.
No.
I would have given them this fucking thing, a 0 out of them like that. It's fucked up beyond belief.
But yeah, dude, so like no, I don't think Maddie would do that.
No, don't, like, please don't go that far, Gundam. That's just
Yeah.
that's just being fucked up for being fucked up.
But yeah, like again, Mario kinda she keeps pulling on our heartstrings. She shows like a shadow. Like you see after like putting on clothes, she's a little bit older, she's a little bit taller now.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her pulling up clothes, and then you see at the like at the back, there's a shadow. And oh my god, it's Mika's hairstyle. Oh my god, it's him. He's alive. And you see, oh, it's his kid.
Yeah, it looks exactly like
And
him.
it looks exactly like him, just with pink hair.
Yeah.
Well, beige pink hair.
Yeah. It's like,
And
oh,
then-
my heart.
And then Cordelia comes in to visit, and like, oh, they're two moms now. This is legit a family now. That's good. And
Yeah.
Mika's like planning, you know.
Works.
No. Yeah, his plan worked. He had a farm. He got to save enough money to support Atra and Cordelia and his kid. And I hate it that they pans to the gravestone of the gravestone from the first season, and then there are just like extra names scratched into it.
Yeah.
And you just see Orga and Mika. I was like,
But let's not forget that Raida takes care of business before this series comes
oh
out.
my god. Yeah, like the ex-mafia. Well, not ex-mafia. The dude was still part of the mafia.
Yeah.
But like, worst place possible. This dude was taking his shit.
He goes out like fucking Tywin Lannister.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
I fucking love that.
Pap.
Do you remember Orga? He's like, what? Then you don't even see his body or anything. You just see them from afar, just Ryder going pop, pop, pop. Like, holy shit.
Again, this is why like they kind of cliffhanger. They kind of make it a cliffhanger because I really want to see Ride have a mobile suit, have a Gundam, and pretty much continue Tekkadan, but him as a bad guy, like pure on this is bad guy plot.
Sure.
And somebody has to come in and like take care of them. I really want to see more Iron Blooded Orphans, to be honest. I know it's sad as fuck, but I really do want to see more Iron Blooded Orphans. But yeah, you get to see like everybody's living their lives now. People have office jobs. Eugene and Chad, they pretty much work for Cordelia now as bodyguards.
Yeah.
And Yamagi is working as engineering. And everybody lives a happy life, and you could see that Orga and Mika's like dream, their goal, happened. Like
Yeah.
it ends happily. It's just sadly not for our main characters.
Yeah, it's just too bad they never lived to see it come through.
Yeah, and you gotta respect the genius of the writing of this anime, and I was expecting this anime to win an award for like anime of the year or something. No, seriously, man, like I really didn't expect it because this was like very underrated,
Oh,
and this story was just so fucking amazing. Like it didn't get nominated for anything at all.
Hmm.
Kind of disappointing.
okay.
But well, to the people who are watching this video, please do watch this entire series.
I mean, a lot of
Watch.
things we like sometimes get passed for awards. Ghost of Tsushima. But yeah. Anyway, I wanna go to the rating, Jomar?
Yeah, so like, actually, I do have a. Before we go there, I have a question for you. Any like future, since we're pretty much finished with the Gundams, this series. Any new ones that you're excited for or planning to watch sometime soon?
I don't know, Jomar. Is there any? I should be excited for it. Be planning to watch that.
Yes, I do have. So there are 3 Gundam movies that are out. They're just 2 hours each. You could watch them one at a time, eat one each day. It's pretty much the original Gundam trilogy. Was this Gundam Own 79, which is the
Okay.
original. Yeah, so I really suggest you should watch those. After that, watch Char's Counterattack, and then after that, these are just movies. And the 5th movie is Hathaway's Flash, which is coming out on Netflix just July 1.
We
This is-
should say that these are all available on Netflix Philippines. I don't know
Yes.
for the rest of the world. I'm sorry if you're missing out on this.
Yeah, but I did see some TikTokers who are in the US watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think it is in the US. I don't know about Europe or Japan. For sure it's in
That'd be
Japan.
so fucking weird. Not in Japan. Like, what the fuck? Like, we don't get nice things.
You've had nice things for too long.
Sure.
And yeah, like the Gundam Hathaway Flash is like one of the Gundam movies I'm looking forward to watching as of this moment.
Every time you say because I'm happy, I'm like,
Yeah,
Is
that's
Anne
why I'm saying
Hathaway in
Hathaway's
it?
Flash. I'm saying Hathaway's Flash. You cut. You bastard.
like is Anne Hathaway in it? Because that'd be so fitting. Because you know,
Who knows? But
Hathaway.
yeah, shut up.
Can you imagine the marketing? Hathaway is in Hathaway.
Who knows? Maybe in the English voice acting.
Ooh.
It's based here in the Philippines, so that's kind of cool. Sadly, not here in Manila. It's in Davao, so that's so cool. But yeah, the entire movie is based on in Davao. They don't go to space. Maybe they do. No. But it's mostly.
So they're
based
just hanging out
in the
with.
city.
They're just hanging out eating durian for the rest of their lives.
They're eating Jollibee as a Gundam fight happens in the background.
Marketing.
But yeah, Enzo, like, what's your rating for this entire series as a whole? Since you pretty much finished.
Hit within 2 weeks. I gave season 1 9, so you know the whole series gets. Fuck it, I'll just say it gets a 10 out of 10. I really like the series.
What the fuck did I just tell you? For years.
And
Listen
Jomar,
now.
I wonder what your rating's gonna be.
10 out of 10, bitch.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. This is one of my favorite Gundam series. Like, it's Iron Blooded Orphans, Gundam Unicorn, Double O, and Wing, and the rest is like double. Was this Gundam UC Century?
Yeah.
But
I have a question for you. What other anime would you recommend to the audience?
Ooh, I'll just go off with one. I'm not gonna give them like a lot. I would like them to try out, especially you, Dororo.
Can you
And,
send that to me in a message form? Because I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, it's very much a amputee fighting demons.
Oh.
So that's the plot as much as I'm gonna give you guys.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the end of our video, and I hope you enjoyed us talk about and gush over this amazing series.
Yes.
Please follow. Where can they follow you?
I'm on Instagram and on Twitter. But before we end this, and before you say where they can find you, I'd just like to say if we get 100 subscribers again, we have a very special video for you.
Video.
Yeah,
Where it's me, Edwin, Enzo maybe,
bits of me.
but we'll make him react to it. But
Yeah.
it's a very special video for all you cultured degenerates out there.
Yeah, we're finally gonna be living up to the degenerate portion of our name.
Yes, please let us reach that milestone.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, where can they find you, Enzo? Like any
Instagram and Twitter. Just links down below.
links down below, and you can find me at Instagram at John Geom, all caps. I am a artist and I like to draw.
Yes.
But yes, please do wear a mask, put on a face shield, social distance, get vaccinated. We are so close to the end of this fucking virus. My God,
we're getting there.
Almost done.
We're getting there.
Dude, it's becoming more normal now.
Yeah.
But yes.
What's outside? Is it tasty?
Stop. No. What was that? What is this?
Is the outside tasty? I forgot what the outside is like.
Go to some gas or some shit. Nina taught me that one. But yes,
yeah.
Thank you to all you geeks and degenerates out there for watching this video. This is Jom and Enzo. We're out.
Goodbye.